Thanks everybody for watching all the videos so far. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do subscribe. Give some of the videos a thumbs up. If you read some of the content description I said, I'm going to be talking a lot about my professional career, my personal career, stuff that I've done on a musical front, stuff I've done in the world of art, travel, lifestyle, and a lot of other fun things. Now, when I did the first set of videos, and obviously you can say I was doing a trial mode of how I would actually build the content, how I would structure them. I got a super amazing message from a old friend of mine during my college. So when I was doing my engineering, somebody who I'd met at another college when I was going for something called technical festivals, where you actually go from one college to another to compete in various activities such as debates, paper presentations, conferences. Basically do quizzes, you do a lot of extempore speaking, you do a lot of art, like you do a lot of theater plays, you do a lot of music competitions and stuff like that. So I've always been big into that. Apart from taking care of my academics, I've also been big into doing a lot of traveling to different festivals, because just that entire allure or that entire feel of going out and presenting and talking to a big group of people about something that I really believe in or something I really enjoy has always made me really enthusiastic and really happy. So he gave me a bunch of really good things to talk about. Obviously, first of all, he gave me a lot of knowledge on what kind of equipment I should be getting for these future videos and stuff like that. So that's really amazing of him. He spoke in really bright words and really in a really happy connotation about how he used to look up to me during those days, and how he believes that I can be like the next big thing on YouTube. So setting that last part aside, I was really glad, really humbled when I got that message. So he put in a request about how we would love to see a short video on basic speaking skills or basic oration skills, and how it would be possible for someone to communicate either to a singular person or to a group of people without, let's say, having cue cards or having any material prepared, as in how to carry forward a constructive conversation. So this live stream is a little bit about that. I know that the stream is then going to be automatically uploaded on the channel, so I'll be making a lot of intrinsic videos, particularly around this subject. But just for today, it's early morning. I've been up all night doing a lot of work for a couple of projects me and my partner are working on. So I'm going to keep this short again. I'm just going to talk about three main things at the moment that I believe modern day a lot of the youth really need to actually communicate their ideas really clearly, and how that would help them in the long run. So here we go. Number one, know the subject that you are going to be communicating about. Now, there could be numerous times when you're faced with somebody and you don't know the subject matter, or you're faced with uh, a situation where the person that you're sitting in front of will be talking about something that you have no experience in. But apart from that, uh, in that case, now most of the times you really want to be listening a lot more than actually communicating. And listening is also communication. So when I mean listening and not communicating, I mean you should be listening, and you should be asking a lot of questions. So when you ask a lot of questions, what really tends to happen is the person in front of you would start then putting in short snippets of information where they're able to give you a little bit of a heads up on what they're talking about. Now, the second part is that you know the subject. For example, let's say you're talking about a book review with a friend about a book that you both read a little while ago, and you guys want to discuss about it. So now in this case, in this specific example, the person might be reading the book in a different way, as in he might be looking at the fictional aspects completely of the book. For example, let's say they pick up a book like something like The Bourne Identity, which is part of the Bourne series. So they could be picking up snippets of that book where they only talk about the fiction of the book, and how the book talks about the human traits of the secret agent and how he's confused, he suffers from amnesia, and it's that thing that makes him make his decisions. You, on the other hand, might be uh, inspired by the technical aspects of the book. How do intelligence agencies work? How are agents trained? What are his sensory perceptions? How they have been elevated, and so on. So number one is know your subject matter really well. Number two is always speak in clear, concise sentences with clear, concise beginnings and clear, concise endings. Don't leave off any trailing flag on the front end or the back end. So try your best to avoid words such as okay, yeah, maybe. So that tends to happen is because modern day there's so much content out there and a lot of informal content, as I like to call it, where folks would kind of make it seem like that it's okay to communicate in that way when it comes to a formal discussion, but that's not the case. What that tends to do is it breaks off your chain of thought, something that I like to call the neural handshake between your brain and your mouth. Now, that neural handshake, if in real life you're shaking hands with someone, and if you're about to shake someone's hand and somebody actually comes up and starts tapping your hand like that, you won't be actually be able to, shake that person's hand. So in that case, the handshake wouldn't be really strong. You wouldn't have that kind of physical connection with that person. Same goes with the neural handshake. You don't want to actually have any kind of trailing flag on the front and back end. And now, number three, be passionate, be involved, really believe in what you're saying. Base it off facts and not feelings. You always have to have a lot of content that resides in the back end of your hard drive in your head, and which can actually be brought up every now and then to actually communicate and make your case stronger. And remember, every conversation is not about winning, it's not about overpowering, it's about civil discourse. You want to be able to find common ground because you had to move forward together. Now, if this was a competition, if it was a debate, obviously you're looking at winning the entire competition. So you want to make some compelling points. But remember, treat everyone with honor, respect, and dignity. Make sure that they get to say their side of the story and you get to project what you want to say. And eventually, whoever's judging the contest, or if it's on a popular audience reaction, as it's been in music and art for the past couple of years, at least I believe now it's mob mentality. So, whatever. So, keep common ground, keep that push and pull action going, always back up your stuff. So, these are the three things that I could think early morning in a little bit of a sleep induced state, but I really wanted to get it out there and I really wanted to continue this entire series. So, thanks a lot for watching this live stream, and I think it's going to get recorded and it's going to be uploaded. So I'm still finding my feet around the channel, but I'm loving it. Thanks for your support. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot.